Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has confirmed that Ukraine has been excluded from the talks between U.S. and Russian officials on ending the war. Expressing frustration, Zelensky also stated that Ukraine will not accept any decisions made without its participation. Speaking on Monday, Zelensky emphasized that negotiations on Ukraine without Ukraine are meaningless.
Ukraine is not participating in the upcoming negotiations. Ukraine knew nothing about it. Ukraine regards any negotiations on Ukraine without Ukraine as negotiations with no result, and we cannot acknowledge anything, any arrangements about us that were made without us, and we will not recognize such agreements.
Meanwhile, at the United Nations Security Council, Russia sharply criticized Zelensky's demand to be included in the talks. Russian Ambassador Vasily Nebenzia accused Zelensky of prolonging the war, stating that his decisions have led to the deaths of hundreds of thousands of Ukrainians.
Zelensky, who pretends to be Ukraine's president, lost his legitimacy last May. He was elected with promises of peace, but instead dragged the country into war for foreign interests. The result has been massive casualties among Ukrainians. He and those who opposed the Minsk agreements have no role in the future of Ukraine. Even public opinion polls show that his regime has lost any real support.
Nebenzia also condemned European nations for their inaction over the past decade, arguing that they now lack credibility at the negotiating table.
Western nations ignored clear warnings that the Kyiv regime would not comply with UN Security Council Resolution 2202. Instead of promoting diplomacy, they fueled Ukrainian nationalism and Russophobia, setting the stage for direct confrontation. A decade ago, they had the tools to prevent this conflict, but they chose escalation. Now, they must face the consequences.
As Saudi-led peace talks begin, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov meet in Riyadh to discuss negotiations. The meeting signals a shift in U.S. policy, following a call between President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin, in which they agreed to begin negotiations. Trump has also spoken separately with Zelensky. However, Ukraine remains firm that it will not accept any peace deal made without its direct involvement.